All right, welcome back to Black Lodge Trivia Night. This is Art, and we are continuing our run through Skyrim. This might be part 12, part 13, I don't know which. If you remember from last time, we were basically sort of mainlining the Dark Brotherhood questline because it's something I've always wanted to do and I just never have. We know that we have to assassinate the Emperor. That's the overall mission. We had Cicero, one of our own, sort of go a little batshit when he wasn't really getting the love from Mother that he craved. So Cicero kidnapped her husband.
There you are.
Oh no, kidnapped Arnbjorn.
I just wanted to say thanks for coming to find me back in Dawnstar. Crazy Jester finally met his match, am I right?
Yeah, so we rescued him. We got the thanks of the head of the Dark Brotherhood, which I don't know where she is. And we're going to be continuing on that quest line because I'm having a lot of fun. So let's go find out what the next... Oh, we gotta talk to Festus.
There you are. Took your sweet time dealing with Cicero, eh? Now let's get down to business. Astrid told you about the gourmet, I hope.
That I need to kill him and take his identity. Yes.
Quite so. But first, you'll need to learn who he is. Assuming, of course, that the gourmet actually is a he. Could be a woman, for all we know.
You're talking to a woman. So you don't even know who the gourmet is. Wonderful.
Don't be so petulant. In my investigations, I came upon this. It's a copy of the gourmet's cookbook. But not just any copy. It's signed, you see. Seems to be a message from the gourmet to one Anton Varan. I've tracked Varan to the keep in Markarth. It would seem he's the cook.
And this Anton Varan knows the gourmet's true identity.
I believe so. Therefore, you are to obtain that information from Varan, who the gourmet really is and where he can be found. Oh, and when you're done with Varan, kill him. Loose ends and all that. Next, you'll have to... Are you still paying attention?
Yeah, of course. Festus, please, continue.
As I was saying, you'll need to kill the gourmet, of course. But what's more, you'll need to get his writ of passage, so you can take his place. Oh, and if you can, hide his body. The longer it takes for anyone else to determine his real identity, the better. Now off with you.
What else can you tell me about the gourmet?
Nobody knows his true identity. Well, nobody except Gaius Morrow, and you've already taken care of him. Well, I do know the gourmet was classically trained in traditional Breton cuisine in High Rock, so that's where he must have met Anton Varan. In any event, our anonymous chef shares a passion for food with all of Tamriel, and that anonymity will prove the Emperor's undoing.
Tell me about this cookbook.
Uncommon Taste. It was published a few years ago and became a sensation throughout the Empire almost overnight. The recipes were hailed as both practical and decadent. I made a few of the gourmet's dishes myself, actually. His roast mutton with regard berry sauce is to die for. But his chocolate pate gives me the runs.
All right, we're just laying it all out there. So, the gourmet's in Skyrim.
Yes. Gaius Morrow, on orders from his father, arranged for the gourmet to come to Skyrim months ago to serve as the Emperor's personal chef. But the Emperor canceled his journey at the last minute. Morrow was smart. Kept the gourmet around, in case things changed. And so, the gourmet has remained in seclusion, somewhere in Skyrim, on indefinite hold. Probably feels like a prisoner. But you'll fix that.
Permanently. What can you tell me about yourself? Hey, you know, Festus, I feel like we don't get to know each other enough.
Let like to say I was born with a wand in my hand. Well, not literally. You could see how painful that would have been for Mother. But I was a prodigy, casting simple spells by 1, completing complex incantations by 3, resurrecting corpses by 7. Ha! When I was 13, I accidentally burned down the family home. Bit of lightning gone awry. Oh, but soon after I mastered my gifts completely. I went on to teach at the college. Left after 2 years. Too simple, too safe. None of them truly understood the glory of the Destruction School.
All right.
Remember, the Markarth Keep. That's where you'll find Anton Varan. Probably cooking up all of the gourmet's recipes, passing them off as his own.
That son of a bitch needs to die.
Does death not come to us all? Is it not a certainty? I am therefore honored to be Doom's herald, to play some part in the being's inevitable end.
All right. Yeah, so let's head to Markarth. I feel like that is a place I have been, so we should be able to fast travel. Make our way over. Yeah, I feel like this horse is a bit of an upgrade. I'm not sure if I'm going to be needing... do you walk away with this horse permanently? Like, do you just not need to buy a horse in this game if you just beeline straight for the Dark Brotherhood? All right, so let's take a look at the map. Been a little bit since I played, so I need to remember the controls again. I think Markarth is up here. Yeah. Can I just go straight to the keep? So this is the thing I run into in like Lord of the Rings Online. Like, when do I not feel good about using the mithril coins to jump around, and when do I not feel bad about it? And in this game, I feel like I'm really missing out on a lot. In Lord of the Rings Online, you're not missing out on much by jumping around. It's just a thing I feel like I should do at least the first time to earn it. Here, you know, you do have to earn it, but I feel like a lot of what makes this game magic is the weird stuff that happens in between. I feel like I'm going the wrong way. Is it through this way?
You didn't hear this from me, but we've uncovered a plot to kill the Emperor. It gets better. The ringleader, one of the Emperor's own elite guard.
So that was my doing. If you remember, I think I planted.
Don't bother with Tacitus. Useless.
Make sure we're not alone, so I gotta be careful. Can I close these doors now?
Yes, yes, for the 100th time. I am a Breton. I was born in High Rock, and then I came here. I am not a Richman.
I know who you are, Anton, and where you're from.
Who are you? What do you want?
The gourmet. Who is he? Where is he?
The gourmet? Never. I don't know what led you here, but nothing will betray my trust. I'll take the secret of the gourmet's identity to my grave.
The gourmet might be the worst name you can have for the secret identity. Let's see. You can't get me to talk about the gourmet. The gourmet will kill me. He'll kill my family. You know, it just doesn't quite work. All right. For the Dark Brotherhood, that can be arranged. Easily arranged.
The Dark Brotherhood? Now, wait a minute. Let's not get hasty. I mean, surely my friend wouldn't want me to endanger my own life, right? Look, his name is Balagog Gronolobe. He's an orc. The gourmet's an orc. He's staying at the Nightgate Inn. That's all I know. Now you'll let me go, right?
Of course, Anton. Thank you.
Okay, all right. Wonderful. You're welcome. I'll just be on my way then. Help! Mercy!
Help! Someone!
Oh, shit. Hit the wrong button. I was trying to zoom in for some reason, and didn't work. Let's see if I can get out of here. Part of me felt like I should just pay the fine and just get it over with, but Shadowmere, old friend, let's get out of here. Okay, so we now need to You know, I know I mentioned I've been playing a lot of Crimson Desert. The horse controls differently. You know what? Let's see if we can.
You have committed crimes against Skyrim and your people. What say you in your defense?
Let's pay the bounty.
Woman? Now, come along with us. We'll take any stolen goods, and you'll be free to go. After you pay the fine, of course.
Yeah, I mean, might as well. I guess I could go back to. I think it's the Thieves Guild. And have that wiped. But let's just get it wiped. But yeah, that was that kill should have been clean. But because I'm bad at video games, it was not. So yeah, so today, you know, we're gonna try and, you know, get a chunk done in Skyrim. I might have to take a couple more breaks than usual. Last time I was recording, I was sort of solo for a day or two. Today, I'm not quite. I've got some time this morning. And I'm hoping to patch together a couple of sessions when I have the time, as I always do. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. It might be a little more choppy than usual. But I am excited. I feel like we're getting close to the end. I shouldn't exactly say that, but I feel like we're getting close to the end. So let's mark this recipe. Kill Balagog Gronolobe. I don't know where the orc is though. Because I feel like we're going to pose as the orc cook, and then we're going to poison the Emperor. I think that's basically the steps. I'm curious what else there is. So I've definitely... I was about to say, I've definitely been there. And then, once we get done with this, how do I? There we go. You don't want to piss off Shadowmere. There is sort of a weird, like, I pull the trigger and... Let's say there's some, like... Okay. Like, I don't know if I just don't have the timing right on how long it takes to draw the bowstring back, but I often will pull the right trigger and it doesn't do anything. And then I need to pull it again to actually draw the string, so I'm not quite sure what I'm doing.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything. Or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over.
Yeah, so the family stuff, wife's out of town, and my daughter's hanging out with friends. So we'll see how it goes, how long I want to have to jump around.
I'm sure I can't be of help. I'm just here on holiday.
Soon the Emperor will die, murdered by the gourmet.
What? The Emperor? But Oh, by the gods. No, you can't do this. You can't.
I don't know if that's what I was supposed to do. Oh yeah, it was. Yeah. Now I gotta... So the question is, how do you drag a body to the hiding place? Has this always been an option? Where is the hiding? First of all, let me see if I can figure that out. I mean, it's not the end of the world if I don't. I'm just very curious. Oh, interesting. All right. Just very curious what that entails. I see. So you gotta let go of the A button. Okay. Yeah, I feel like ragdoll physics and tight spaces are gonna go poorly. Man, I feel like where he went down was a pretty good hiding place, but oh, it's giving me credit for dragging his body to a hiding place. Okay. In all seriousness, was that always a mechanic where you could drag? Nah, I got credit for it, so that's good enough. Okay. So let's get out of here. We got the writ of passage. I remember in Oblivion, everybody like flat out said like, you know, the Dark Brotherhood was one of the best quest lines. And I remember really enjoying it. I actually don't remember the story to it. I don't remember, turns out, a lot of things. I don't remember a lot of Oblivion. I remember trying to speed run the Oblivion gates because I found them boring. But basically, you'd run in and then, you know, you just, because you had to get to the top of something and kind of like ring a bell or do something at the top of this thing. So I would just, by the end, I would just sort of sprint past everything as quickly as possible, get to that point and trigger it, and then you'd be done. I don't know if you had to get out or not. I think it would just transport you out.
So, the prodigal murderer returns. And the gourmet?
Dead.
So I gathered. It seems a certain orc has disappeared, which means you not only killed the gourmet, but disposed of the body as well. Oh, you've got the writ of passage too, I see. Splendid. Splendid. Ah, and word has come in from Markarth that the keep's cook has met an untimely demise. You performed your duties to the letter.
All right, all I've ever wanted to do is serve this sanctuary.
I was wrong about you. I see that now. Maybe we all were. Here's your payment, and a little something else as well.
Oh, interesting. Nightweaver's band.
Consider it my way of apologizing for being so damn curmudgeonly. It's called the Nightweaver's Band. I wore this for years. I want you to have it now. It'll give your magic and sneakiness some much-needed oomph. Now you'd better get a move on and see Astrid. It's time. Time for the final stage of this grand and glorious operation.
There we go. All right, let's take a look at this night. Nope, the night band. Would it be apparel, or is it a helmet? Or I assume it's a necklace. Sorry, a ring. At least that's what I thought it was. All right, let's go with all and go all the way to N. I think there are mods that everybody swears by to improve item navigation in this game. Clearly, I don't have that. Why am I not Nightweaver's band? There it is. Okay. That's a ring. Sneaking is 10% better. Yeah, I'll take 10% sneaking. I don't know if I was wearing rings before that did much, but there we go.
So it's done. You've killed the gourmet, and now Titus Mead II is as good as dead.
All right, so it's time. We're ready to assassinate the Emperor?
Oh, yes. And I've decided you will have the honor.
I won't disappoint you, Astrid, or the Dark Brotherhood.
Oh, I have the utmost faith in your success, believe me. So let's begin. Go now to Castle Dower in Solitude. Present the gourmet's writ of passage to the officer in charge, Commander Marrow. I'm sure you remember him. You'll gain unrestricted access to the kitchens, and then the Emperor. You're posing as a chef, so you'll be able to poison his meal rather easily.
Which poison should I use?
Here, take this. It's called Jarren root. All it takes is one taste, and the effects are quite immediate. The Emperor will be serving Sithis before he even knows he's dead. Once Mead has been killed, escape through the upper door and across the bridge. I've arranged for it to be unguarded once the alarm is sounded. Now go, my friend. Go and fulfill your destiny as listener.
Okay, what can you tell me about Jarren root?
It's a rare plant, found only on the island of Stros Mackay. It can be served like any vegetable. Cut up, put in a salad, perhaps boiled in a stew. One taste will lead to nearly instant death, so don't even think about it.
Anything else before I set off?
It took all the favors, bribes, and blackmails I could muster, but I've secured your exit out of the keep. Just follow my instructions, and the Dark Brotherhood will be back on top. All thanks to you, listener.
All right.
Watch yourself out there.
So I think last time I was wondering, like, is this 1, 2, 3, 4? I think there were only 4 daggers stabbed into the table before, so maybe this isn't really dynamic. Maybe it's just a decorative. So I will say, in my years of not playing Skyrim but seeing tons of videos, I feel like Jarren root is something that I have heard of. Report to Commander Morrow. I think it's like an insta-kill kind of. It's sort of like an old Ultima games. There was a spell that would like destroy the world, or the glass sword that would kill something in one hit. I think it's like a one, and I don't think you need to. I don't know if there's other ways to kill the Emperor. I don't think, but I think you can turn the Jarren root into like a poison potion. You get 1. But I did not realize this is how you got it. And I think you could use it on just about anybody. I don't know if it breaks the game. I mean, that's the whole thing, right? Like, you can't really, even when you're breaking these games, you're not breaking them, right? That's sort of the whole point. That's sort of the fun of a sandbox immersion kind of game like this. Let's see. So let's see where we're going. Because you can play it straight if you want, but if you don't want to, like, part of the fun could be like, let's push the edges of the simulation. And that's why, like, I feel like there's sort of like a tricky balance with these kinds of games. People will say like, oh, they want the immersion to be more immersive, or they want the systems to feel more real, or whatever it might be. I think that's sort of like a slippery slope. I think people do until they don't, because at some point too realistic means it's not fun, because you're going to get hammered for doing things in video games that...
Fletching suits me. It's difficult and sometimes tedious, but a well-made arrow strikes forth like the fury of a god.
Yeah, because we want to do stuff like sociopaths we are that in real life would get shut down very robustly.
This city is crawling with Imperial Legion, and you know what? I'm still nervous. Lazy and useless, the lot of them. They can't even keep the Stormcloaks in line. No way I trust them with the Empire.
Stop right there. The tower is off limits until further notice.
Never been safer.
I feel bad. Is this the guy whose son was wandering around and we framed him?
Stop right there. The tower is off limits until further notice.
Show Mara the gourmet's writ of passage.
What's this now? An order of His Eminence, possessor of these papers. The gourmet. By Azra. The gourmet. I'm sorry. I didn't realize. We had no idea who to expect. You understand. You're not dressed as I would have suspected. But please, don't let me keep you. Proceed to the kitchen straight away. Gianna, the castle chef, has been eagerly awaiting your arrival.
I didn't expect the gourmet magic chef to be dressed like a total assassin.
Gianna will be overjoyed to meet you.
You don't look like a typical chef. All right.
On another delivery. I told you people our stocks are fine. Now put whatever you have over there, then get out.
You misunderstood, for I am the gourmet.
The gourmet? Oh, finally. When I heard the gourmet was being brought in to cook for the Emperor, I could hardly believe it. It's just...
Yes?
Well, I just never expected the gourmet to be a Breton. It almost seems too obvious. Some of the greatest cooks have been Bretons, and...
Silence. I am ready to prepare the grand feast.
Oh, well, actually, you're not. Wearing a chef's hat, I mean. There's one right over there on the shelf. You can't very well cook without it.
You know what? We're doing this. All right, apparel. There we go.
Oh, just look at you. Absolutely brilliant. Now you're just as I imagined.
Enough. The gourmet is here to cook, not to talk. Let us begin.
Oh, yes, but of course. The Emperor has requested your signature dish, the potage le magnifique. I've taken the liberty of getting it started. But the cookbook only says so much, and everyone makes the potage differently. I would be honored if we could make it the gourmet's special way. The base broth is already boiled. We can get started right now. So, which ingredient should I add next?
Ooh.
Carrots? Really? Okay. What next?
Yeah, let's get exotic. Let's do it.
Vampire dust? Seriously? Yes, I guess I can see how that would add a more earthy texture. And oddly enough, we do have some on hand. All right, what next then?
Do I have... I don't know if I had the recipe and I should have looked at it. No, I couldn't have. No, I just had the writ of passage. One ninroot. Let's do that.
Really? Oh, I use ninroot as a special seasoning all the time as well. What a wonderful idea. Okay, now what? A septum? As in a gold coin? Really? Ah, I see now. That would give the potage le magnifique a slightly metallic but delicious aftertaste. Ha! Simply brilliant. I have to say, the stew seems done. Add anything else and we may dilute the distinct flavors. So, is that it?
So yeah, given what I was saying about the jarn root, like I said, you can hold on to it, but I'm gonna play it straight, and yeah.
Oh, what is this? Some kind of herb? Are you sure? The potage tastes perfect as it is. Any other ingredient might...
Now, Gianna, who's the gourmet here?
I'm sorry. Of course, it's your most famous recipe after all. All right then, your secret ingredient's been added. And if I may say so, it has been an honor getting a chance to prepare a meal with, well, the best chef in the entire Empire. I'll carry the stew pot and lead the way up to the dining room. I'm sure the Emperor and his guests are dying to meet you.
Oh, completed. Make the potage la magnifique and follow Gianna to the dining room. I feel like there's going to be a whole room full of dead people in about 2 minutes. Well, maybe that's good. Well, I mean, it's not good, right? Because I'm not a psychopath. But obviously, the Emperor would be the target. But when you sort of blanket it like that, it maybe adds to some of the confusion.
But aren't you even the least bit nervous after everything that's happened?
You mean the wedding? My cousin's apparent murder? An unfortunate misunderstanding. No more. Cold mead, hot tempers. These things happen.
Here we are. Gods, I'm nervous. We'll go in just a moment. Please, I'll serve. You just stand there and be amazing.
Your assassination.
Yes, an unfortunate turn of events that, but an isolated incident. And I have been assured that the fault was with the man's son alone. Truth is, we are in no danger whatsoever. Killing an emperor can be useful, but befriending one, now that's beneficial, as I'm sure you'd all agree. Aha! Here we are, honored guests. I present to you the gourmet. Ah, the potage le magnifique. So delicious. My friends, as emperor, I of course reserve the right of first taste. Oh, how marvelous. Just delicious. It is everything I had hoped it would be. I think something's wrong.
By the gods, the gourmet and the chef have poisoned the Emperor! Get them!
Someone do something.
No, you don't.
I'm out of there. Sorry, lady, you're on your own.
That man was, by far, the most insufferable decoy the Emperor has ever employed. I'm glad he's dead. But I'm even happier that you killed him. You, an assassin for the Dark Brotherhood, have just made an attempt on the Emperor's life. Would have succeeded had it been the real man. Surprised? So was I when a member of your family came to me with a plan. We worked out a deal, you see, an exchange. I get you, and the Dark Brotherhood gets to continue its existence. But you know what? I've changed my mind. How about this? I kill you, and butcher each and every one of your miserable little friends. Your sanctuary's being put to the sword right now. That's what I think of this deal. You killed my son. All of you. And now you'll pay the price. Kill her, and make sure there's nothing left to bury.
Never should have come. You can't hide from me.
Enough!
I gotta say, that actually makes total sense. Yeah. I really like that. You know, the guy's not an idiot, and he's pissed. And, I really like that touch. That was a good twist. I honestly just figured we would get out, go back to the thing, you're like, you did great.
You have committed crimes against Skyrim and her people. What say you in your defense?
I'll pay the 1500. I just killed the Emperor. Well, no, I didn't. I took a shot at the king and I missed.
Smart woman. Now come along with us. We'll take any stolen goods and you'll be free to go. After you pay the fine, of course.
I'm just going to smooth that over. Let's switch back to the real hat. What was I wearing? Gray cowl was not it. Was it this? I know I was wearing, yeah, Dwarven Gauntlets. What does that do? That boost. So I've got a boost to bow damage, but what else do I have in terms of, was it a Shrouded Cowl? It was this, and that's light armor, so that's, I'll go with that.
Move along, citizen.
Okay, so somebody double-crossed me, but then they got double-crossed in turn.
Hello, I'm Gisli, but you can just call me Erica's sister. Everyone does.
There's a lot in that backstory.
Centaur has a grasp of magical theory that I would never have expected from a human, even a Breton.
A lot of backstory. Hey, I have a human, well, I have a name. Just call me Erica's sister. Okay, so something's going on at the sanctuary. I couldn't fast travel back, so let's oh shit. Am I getting jumped here? Ooh, okay, makes sense. This is the cleanup crew they sent.
Do your worst!
See what's going on here.
Get out of here. The better. Smoke's getting bad. This place will be raging soon. Time to end this little game. You can't hide from me.
There's patches of oil everywhere on the ground. I'm wondering... Is that a werewolf? Oh, that's Arnbjorn. Oh, wow. Okay, I didn't realize. Interesting. I mean, you know, he kind of had that look. I wish I could have. I wonder if I could have saved him. Oh, this baby spider. Son of a bitch!
If I am to die today, so be it. But you'll not soon forget the Dark Brotherhood. So you are alive. I was starting to wonder.
The Emperor was all a trap. Someone set us up. We gotta stop this conversation for a second.
Most of us are now dead. I assumed as much. So you are alive. I was starting to wonder. Considering most of us are now dead, I assumed as much. And before you ask, no, I don't think it was you. Well, maybe I did. But you saving my sorry hide just now sort of erased any doubts. So, thanks.
We need to get out of here.
You've got that right. Only a matter of time before we're roasted alive. Come on.
Okay.
Look for a way out. We are not going to burn to death in our own damn sanctuary.
Listener, I am your only salvation. Come, embrace me.
Oh shit, that was some shot.
Damn it. There's got to be
Sleep.
Hurry, Nazir. I'm telling you, he's in there.
I'm going as fast as I can, you stupid she-devil. I don't see you helping.
I'm not exactly built for manual labor. Now come on, you've almost got it.
One more pull. There.
Can you get it open?
I think so. Just hold on a moment.
You must speak with Astrid. Here in the Dark Brotherhood Sanctuary.
Okay.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Slow down. It's all right. You've been through a lot. Maybe you should just sit down for a bit.
let's see. I have to speak with Astrid. She's here in the sanctuary. Follow me. So yeah, what I was gonna say is like, this is not what I was expecting. And I'm a big fan, obviously everyone's a big fan when they don't know when it's coming, but when, like, you know, in The Matrix, when, spoilers for The Matrix, when the Oracle says, yeah, Neo, you're not the one, you're like, yeah, but he is the one, so obviously I know that's where it's going to go, but now I have no idea how it's going to get there. That's sort of what I'm experiencing here, and I really like that when...
She's here? By Sithis, I thought we'd lost her. Let's go!
Although it was kind of a dick move, like, you know, like, hey, we got to get out of here, and then I'm just like, I'm good. I'm going to go hop into this coffin. You do your own oh, shit.
Alive. You're alive. Thanks to this.
Astrid.
Shh. Please. There is much I have to say. And not much time. I'm sorry. So very sorry. The Penitus Oculatus. Marrow. He said that by giving you to them, he would leave the Dark Brotherhood alone. Forever. Oh, my Sithis, I was such a fool. All of this, it's all my fault. You are the best of us, and I nearly killed you, as I've killed everyone else.
You know what, I'm going to take the high road. You'll be judged by Sithis in the void. I pity you.
No, don't pity me. I deserve whatever fate the Dread Lord has in store. I betrayed you, and now Marrow has betrayed me. Fitting. I just wanted things to stay the way they were. Before Cicero. Before the Night Mother. Before you. I thought I could save us. I was wrong. But you're alive. So there's still a chance. A chance to start over. Rebuild. That's why I did this. Don't you see? I prayed to the Night Mother. I am the Black Sacrament.
What are you saying?
I'm saying you were right. The Night Mother was right. The old ways. They guided the Dark Brotherhood for centuries. I was a fool to oppose them. And to prove my sincerity, I have prayed for a contract. You lead this family now. I give you the Blade of Woe, so that you can see it through. You must kill me.
Okay, let's retrieve the Blade of Woe. Maybe now I have my dagger. Let's take a look at that. Grabbed the ebony dagger last time. But let's see what the Blade of Woe does. Okay, absorbs 10 points of health. That's probably going to run out of charges. What does the ebony dagger do? 12 points. It's not that far behind and doesn't need a...
You have no choice. You must complete your contract.
I know, I'm trying. Just looking at me like, goddamn, this hurts.
Please. Please.
I know. There we go.
Thank you.
Return to the Night Mother. I feel so terrible. She's like, you got it? I thought you were an assassin and you're, nope, that's my leg. Nope, that's my other leg. That was humiliating. All right. Oh, you're right there. Hi. Man, I am so bad at video games, just top to bottom. Oh, we move this out here now. Okay.
Astrid is dead. It is as it should be. May she find redemption in the void. But while you live, the Dark Brotherhood lives. We must fulfill our contract. Emperor Titus Mede II must be eliminated. Speak with Armand Mortier at the Bannered Mare in Whiterun. He will know the true Emperor's location. But first, inform Nasir of your plans, for you are the listener and must bind this family together.
Okay. Yeah, this is a great twist. I really like this. And I really like, you know, yeah, we still have to complete the quest.
By Sithis, what a mess. I guess this is the end.
No, not exactly. The Night Mother has spoken to me again.
What? Well, what did she say?
I must speak with Armand Mortier once more.
Armand Mortier? But that would mean...
Contract's still on. The true Emperor must be assassinated. I was going to say, yeah, like the job's still out there. We haven't done it.
You mean there's still a chance? But how? Our plan has gone to ruin. Everyone is dead. The family...
Our family lives on, Nazir. You have to trust me.
All right then. Go. Go, my listener. Find out what that slimy bastard Mortier has to say. Then send the Emperor to Sithis. But when you're done, there's no use returning here, is there? I was thinking, the Dawnstar Sanctuary. We could make a proper home there. Listen. When you're finished with this Emperor business, meet Babette and me there. I'll find some way to move the Night Mother. Don't worry. Now go. And come back with a barrel full of gold, huh?
All right.
My girl, pack your things. We're moving.
All right, at some point pretty soon, I might have to take my first break. I'm looking at the time and... Gonna have to go take care of a few things, and then hopefully I can be back and sort of patch this together. So let's see where we're going. We're going El Sithis. So we need to go to the map. It was in Whiterun, right? You know, while we're in Whiterun, let's maybe swing by the house and see if there's some stuff I can drop off. Shed some weight, sell some business. All right, let's, oh, what's on Laura Palmer? How am I doing on 379? That's a lot of, I can sell the ebony bow. I can sell that. Can I sell that? I want to sell that. I'll try. Don't need that. Let's store that. Store that, that. Sell that. So, you know what? I should have looked at, because I felt like the Jester's gloves, what was it, Cicero's? Cicero's gloves did one-handed double sneak attack damage with one-handed weapons. Like, I feel like that's pretty good. Let me take that back. The rest of Cicero's stuff I felt like... Man. One-handed, like, it feels like if you wear Cicero's stuff, like your backstab could just obliterate things. What's Dawnfang? Oh yeah, I feel like that was a short sword. Okay, so let's go back to Laura Palmer. Weapons, no. Apparel. Oh shit, backstab. Again, I feel like... can I store these? No. I feel like I don't need to keep all these, but I'm not sure. Golden Claw, that's from way back. Down to 371. Do I have any, like, bones and shit? Okay, well, let's go sell some stuff. That'll drop some weight.
Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. Welcome to War Maidens. Now you looking to protect yourself or deal some damage?
Oh, shoot. Can I not sell the staff here? Let's sell this dagger. Sell the elven dagger. So I'm hesitant. So the bow shadows, it's really good. The ebony bow is like a really good base bow. I feel like I'm going to hold on to that just because it's a good base bow if I ever need that for some reason. What can I sell here? It's weight of 5. The bows do more. I'm going to, you know what? I'm going to sell it. I'm going to sell it. Okay, so we're, weight's starting to get down. What do we have for miscellaneous that he'll... Nope, not going to sell that.
Good doing business with you.
I need to figure out where to sell that staff, because I'm sure that's a little bit of weight that I definitely don't need to carry with me. It's the guy that creepy, like, you come back.
Everything's for sale, my friend. Everything. If I had a sister, I'd sell her in a second.
Ugh.
I'd even... Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures.
There we go. Let's sell that. What is, yeah. Okay, there's definitely... Okay.
Do come back.
That is a filthy line read, sir. I've said it before. I'll say it again. How am I doing on weight now? 343. That's better. Before I... You know what? Before I do that, let's clear out a few more things. There's some... can I sell it anywhere else? Can I sell it here? Like the robes? I have a feeling no, but...
Look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. You look Take a look.
Yeah, okay.
Come back anytime if you need a remedy.
See, that's a normal way to say... Wrong door. That's a normal way to say come back anytime.
Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out.
What is it? I said I didn't wish to be disturbed.
Sith is to do a soul, wouldn't you agree?
By the gods. You're alive! But I'd heard your sanctuary. Please. You mustn't think I had anything to do with that. I wanted the Emperor dead. The true Emperor. I still do. It was Morrow. He...
The Emperor. The real Emperor. Where is he?
You mean after all that's transpired, the Dark Brotherhood will still honor the contract? Why, this is astounding news! Wonderful news! The Emperor is still in Skyrim, but not for long. He's on board his ship, the Kataraya, moored offshore in the Solitude Inlet. But you must hurry. If you can get on board that ship, kill Titus Mead II, as contracted, I will reveal the location of the dead drop that holds your payment.
All right. Commander Morrow, where is he? That son of a bitch needs to die, even though we did kill his son brutally for no reason.
Haha, yes. I can imagine you'd want to settle that score. Last I heard, he was at the Solitude docks conducting the Emperor's departure.
What kind of security should I expect?
Surely you're joking. This is the true Emperor, not some half-septim lookalike. He'll be surrounded by elite bodyguards, I'm sure. You'll have your work cut out for you. Still, everyone assumes the Dark Brotherhood has been completely destroyed. They may be a bit more lax than usual.
This ship, the Kataraya, how will I get on board?
Well, I don't know. It's in the Solitude Inlet. That's the channel just north of the docks. I suppose you should go to the docks and swim?
What kind of security should I expect? You should expect all of it. All of the security.
Please, make haste. The Emperor's ship won't stay moored forever. We won't get a chance like this again.
Well, I'll be damned. We heard you were dead. Motier's in the back room if you've got business.
Oh, okay. Is there other places I could sell the... I mean... Are there other places here I could sell the staff and some of the robes, the what have you, just to get out of carrying it? Because if I stick it in the chest... You know what? Let me stick it in the chest. I'll forget, but who cares? It's not like... How am I doing on money? 7,000 gold. Like, it's not the end of the world if I forget for a little bit. It's going to be a couple hundred gold here and there. So let's free the weight up and then we'll head to Solitude. Let's store that. Okay, can't do that. Shrouded gloves, backstab. I'll hold on to that. Let's stash that. These gloves, lockpicking, backstab. What are the gloves I'm wearing? Gauntlets. Bows, that's a lot of... And then for this, let's stash the ebony bow. Let's stash the ebony dagger just for now. I might stash this, because again, this looks like a short sword. Daggers are a couple of pounds. I'm gonna stash that. Might hang on to this just because dragons can be annoying, and this way I can swoosh them to death. So okay, so I've got almost 100 pounds clear. That's better. Okay, let's head to Solitudes, to the docks, and see how that goes.
We just received word that somebody...
You know, one of these last sessions I was saying like, oh, you know, playing this and just I've been blown away by it. You know, do I need to, with all the patches to Starfield, do I need to reconsider, yada, yada, yada. I reinstalled Starfield. I haven't played it, but I have reinstalled it. And I do feel like I need to give it like an honest go. I've got 4 sessions up here on the channel. And then at the end of it, I was like, I'm kind of bored, but I think, and again, I might not get very far in that one. I'm definitely not promising a full replay. But I think I will give that another shot and just see how it goes. Because again, science fiction is usually more my jam in my head. Definitely is in terms of like the media I like to consume, but it might not be in terms of the games I like to play. Okay, so we need to kill Morrow, then get to Kataraya. So let's go to Catless Farm. But I feel like I owe it to myself as a gamer, and I feel like I owe it to Bethesda. Like, give it a real college try. They've implemented a lot of fixes.
Talk to Gaiman if you want a horse, or Katla if you're looking for work. I can't help you.
There's you know, they fixed a lot of things. You know, they're never going to change a lot of the core elements of the game. Like, the game is what the game is. But,
it will keep its hands to itself, yes?
Yes. But I you know, like, give it a real shot. You know... Oh, interesting. So there was a bounty, and then because the last witness was killed, it said the bounty was removed. So that's interesting. So I guess maybe the bounty was put on by this group. What's the bracers? No, it's just armor. I don't know if it came up, like, you know, I learned in Crimson Desert you can, like, put on the outfits of, like, the enemy, and then you are disguised. I would love for that to, I don't know if that's a thing here, but I would love for that to be a thing. Crimson Desert, I gotta say, is, I know I said it, like, from a mechanic standpoint, is such a fascinating sandbox kind of a world. This is, you know, I was making the distinction, this is a narrative sandbox as opposed to a mechanical one. They're both absolutely fascinating. But yeah, Crimson Desert really... Who knows who knows what my journey with that will be over time, but it is amazing. Okay, so I'm supposed to swim, potentially. Is that the boat out there? Let's go for it. And again, the distinction is like, here, like there's not a ton of mechanics at work, but like the narrative of it is just so amazing. In Crimson Desert, there's barely any narrative, but yeah, just watching the systems play out, or how you can sort of manipulate the systems and give them the experimentation that it leads to. It's really a fascinating game. And as I said before, I wish that they simplified the number of systems you have, like with character action. But keep the systems at play in the world, the mechanisms and stuff like that. It's a little convoluted, like how to play the game. Open. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to quick save real quick. The current's taking me away.
What was that?
Shit, I missed
something.
Gonna get back to the I was never here of like 30 dead bodies and everybody's alert and the whole thing's a nightmare. Draft of light feet. Not taking any chances. Probably none of this is necessary, but this is the Dark Brotherhood carrying out this contract with a vengeance. Sort of like a statement, like we are absolutely back. Man, could I have dragged the bodies around the whole time, like, and hiding them, like, all... I probably even said at some point, like, playing this is like playing, like, an open world thief simulator, like the game Thief, which is sort of like the dream if you get, like, Garrett in an open world, and then all of a sudden, like, I could be dragging bodies and, maybe it could have been a little bit more of that than I realized. Got it. Nice. Is that... Oh, I was gonna say, is that a level? Not quite. Let me just double check on something. Okay. All right. Making progress. And honestly, this is how I play the Thief games as well. I tend to knock everybody out. So I have sort of the run of the place, and then I can sort of explore, find treasure. I don't know if that's a little cheap, but that's how I play them. Although I did do... a co-op run, maybe I've said this before, of, I think it was Splinter Cell Chaos Theory, where we made it a point to, like, not touch anyone, except for whatever the exact mission was. But anything else, like, we wouldn't touch anybody. It was so difficult. It was so hard. Might be one of the most rewarding... gaming experiences I've had in a long time. Now, I mean, we weren't like 100%, you know, like every once in a while, if we got like really deep in the mission and then something weird happened, like, okay, there was the one. But yeah, otherwise we would make it a point to sneak past. It was like sort of like I made the joke in one of the earlier sessions, like it was like I was never here. That was actually what we were shooting for. Like that sort of, we were never here kind of thing. So, because there's sort of, we thought, you know, narratively, it made sense that, you know, you would want to accomplish your mission, but you might not want them to know you accomplished your mission so that they think everything's normal.
And once more I prove Commander Morrow the fool. I told him, you can't stop the Dark Brotherhood. Never could.
Are we talking? What are we doing?
Come now. Don't be shy. You haven't come this far just to stand there gawking.
You were expecting me.
But of course, you and I have a date with destiny. But so it is with assassins and emperors, Yes, I must die. And you must deliver the blow. It is simply the way it is. But I wonder, would you suffer an old man a few more words before the deed is done?
Feels like a potential trap, but I'm listening.
Well, I thank you for your courtesy. You will kill me, and I've accepted that fate, but regardless of your path through life, I sense in you a certain ambition. So, I ask of you a favor. An old man's dying wish. While there are many who would see me dead, there is one who set the machine in motion. This person, whomever he or she may be, must be punished for their treachery. Once you've been rewarded for my assassination, I want you to kill the very person who ordered it. Would you do me this kindness?
Yeah, I'll consider it.
Thank you. Now, on to the business at hand, I suppose.
Ooh, this is some assassination of Jesse James by the coward Robert Ford stuff going on here. Sort of half reading the books because I think I'm one upgrade, I'm one advancement away from gaining a level. I was kind of hoping there's Brothers of Darkness. Did it. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, let's report back. I wonder if it's going to be like, you know, we take out Motierier once we get the location of the payment. Which I could also see because, again, you know, he's probably... somebody who wants what he wants might be very dangerous. And
big meanie. She keeps telling Lars and me what to do. I don't want to play with her.
And he feels like he can do this kind of thing, and maybe that's just one person's too big for
Warm food, warm drinks.
Tamriel.
Aha! You're back.
Titus Mead II lies dead.
I know! I received the news not moments ago. Ha ha! This is glorious! My friend, you may not realize it, but you have served the Empire, indeed all of Tamriel, in ways you cannot possibly imagine. Ah, but you care little for politics, am I right? You want money, and money you shall have. Your payment waits for you at a dead drop. It is inside an urn, in the very chamber where we first met, in Vollenrud. Now please, go. Collect your money, and let us never look upon one another again. Our business, thank the gods, is concluded.
Let's do it.
We had a deal.
Sure did. You're a son of a bitch. And you can't be trusted.
If it's work you need, how about drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry? Need anything else? Just let me know.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. I've got a letter and a lot of gold. Something about it being your, inheritance. Oh, and sorry for your loss. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
You're home.
By the great Aorlan, Grey Maid.
Mama, you're back. Want to play a game?
Sure.
What do you want to play?
Hide and seek.
Okay, you stand right there and count to 10. No peeking. Ready? Go!
Nope. Sorry. Nothing.
Okay, so let's check that inheritance letter real quick. Okay, Laura Palmer, in the name of Jarl Maven Blackbriar. Narfi, I already did that one. Jarl Balgruf the Greater. I get Amon Montier's death. I guess I was his heir. I get 100 gold pieces. I'll take it. Because on some level, fuck that guy.
And baubles for sale. All crafted by the best
Mama!
blacksmith in Skyrim.
My turn. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Prepared or not, I'm coming.
I'm gonna cheat in a game of... hide and go seek with my adopted daughter. You know what? This is stupid. The fun thing is that she finds me. Have I already forgotten how to play with play games with kids.
Fresh baked loaves, still warm from the oven.
Bits and baubles for sale. All crafted by
Did that
the
do it?
best blacksmith in Skyrim. I hope your parents are proud of you. They have a lot of reason to be.
Have you heard from Thorald?
No, nor do I expect to. Would be too dangerous for now.
Oh, right.
For me to know that he's out there somewhere, and not locked up like some animal in a cage.
Okay, what do you got for sale?
Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
Oh, she's got very little. Okay, what does she have for sale so that I could lockpicks? Okay.
You take care of yourself now.
Okay, so I've been found. Let's collect the money. I'm gonna start dumping a few points into Magicka, I think. There's a couple things that have started coming up that I might want to try. So let's, I've got a healthy amount of health. I've got a decent amount of health. I've got okay stamina. So let's see how it goes. I'm at 60, so I could go up to... The Unbreakable seems like it could be cool. Which only requires... Oh, requires 100, I was about to say. Yeah, I feel like I've mostly got that. I mean, being harder to detect while sneaking could be good. Uh, 25% armor bonus. I feel like I should take advantage of that. Okay. Okay, so what we're going to do is, we're going to take our first break here. I'm going to go do some stuff real quick. And, yeah, we'll be back. Okay, welcome back. Break is over. Let's finish leveling up. Again, archery, I feel like I was... sort of good for the most part. I mean, bullseye, no, I don't know. Power shot, quick shot. Yeah, I feel like I was mostly good about this one. Let's see, one-handed. Was there anything for daggers and one-handed? That's dual wielding. Yeah, I don't know. Like, the lockpicking one, again, to get to the Unbreakable would be nice, but at the same time, like, it's not that big a deal. We'll take that. I'll just get harder to sneak. Why not? Not harder to detect. So, yeah, so we've done, what were we doing in the quest? Optional, retrieve the payment. That's what we're doing now. So let's head to the map. Yeah, and let's get comfortable. Let's settle in. Let's shift to my chair a little bit. There we go. The payment is up here. Of course, yeah, we've already been here. Obviously, we cleared it. I assume that means it stays cleared. I guess we'll find out. Yeah, at the time of this recording, I don't know. I don't remember which way is going to be which, but like we're getting close to the end of Lord of the Rings Online, and there's still like the main book quest. There's post book quests that I'm excited for, but whoa. But I'm kind of curious how much is, I guess what I should say is I can start to picture a post-constant Lord of the Rings online feed. And I'm trying to figure out what the best thing to do is. And I think what I might end up doing is, again, like my goal is to never swamp this channel with my horse shit. Black Lodge Trivia Night to me is, as I said before, is a... Oh, right, we moved. Is an RPG channel. And for me, that's, like, I can't separate CRPGs from tabletop RPGs. They've both been... They're both absolutely integral with, they're not different in my mind. They're the same. They're all RPGs. Things I think about, the questions that's what you're looking at. I feel like I should get out of town. What shout do I have? I do. Okay. There we go, quick work. Yeah, I feel like I'm getting like a weird mishmash of music that's not... Combat's over, so okay, there we go. It felt like it was two competing songs that weren't meshing. But yeah, so what I was saying, yeah, like I'm starting to see things on the other side, and there's a part of me that thinks that maybe what I'll do is get back to focusing on something. You know, like what I would do now is alternate. But and it sort of like mirrors the evolution of the tabletop part of this channel as well, where we used to have alternating RPGs because the idea was like, hey, if a GM needs a little extra time to prep, you know, they're not on the hook week in, week out. But then what I found we were doing was we weren't actually making a lot of progress. It was taking forever to get through a single game. And so we talked about it. And I think we all liked the idea of like, yeah, no, like once somebody's up, like let's just pound through it. And I don't know if it's, you know, for a prepper like myself, that's not a big deal because
I'll admit, I'm having trouble coming to terms with all of this. I'll just follow Nazir's lead.
Because when my games are ready to go, most of the time I've done the whole thing. But I'm psychotic.
Well, what word of the Emperor?
Oh, Titus Mead is dead, sir, by my hand.
Truly? Could you have brought us more wondrous news? Recent events notwithstanding, this is a happy day for us, my friend. Despite your misfortunes, you stayed true to the Dark Brotherhood. You've saved us all, and for this, you have my eternal thanks. Now, of course, I must ask, killing the Emperor, how much did Motier pay for such a thing?
Interesting, but I'm gonna stick with the truth.
Ha! Remarkable. Well, the old bastard certainly made it worth your while, didn't he? Now, might I offer some advice? You should go to Riften and find Delvin Mallory. I believe Astrid had you visit him once before. Mallory is an expert obtainer of goods. We can use the money to repair and refit this sanctuary. Make a true home for us, huh? You do that, and I'll see what I can do about recruiting some new additions to our family.
Okay, you know, that's an interesting thing, like... Where you hang your enemy's head, nice. Let's employ Delvin Mallory's services. It's an interesting thing, like... Was there something that was gonna...
It is done. Emperor Titus Mead II lies dead, and the Dark Brotherhood yet lives. But our work is just beginning. Approach me, listener, and hear my words.
Yeah, approach the Night Mother. I'm not sure where they put her in the facility here. But yeah, what I was saying was I felt like there was something that steered me potentially in this direction. And now, if you hadn't figured out the Thieves Guild, you would have as part of the Dark Brotherhood, which I do appreciate that sort of... how the side paths are a little interwoven. So that you get some exposure in a wide open world like this. That is a trick, you know. That's how do you get people to organically stumble across everything, or maybe not everything, but you know what I mean. But and that's something that you know, I talk a lot about Crimson Desert. That's not something that's actually true in Crimson Desert. Let's start with this one. There, they don't care if you stumble across it or not. Stumble across it, don't stumble across it. You know, there's like... Yeah. So, but that's because it's a systems-based narrative. It's not, you know, it's not the same thing. This is a narrative, so if you're not experiencing the narrative...
Sell you some potions and stuff.
Yet another child has prayed to their mother. Speak with the dishonored Skald at the Bard's College in solitude. Accept his gold, then eliminate the target. So begins a contract, bound in blood.
Okay, speak with the contact. Yeah, so let's head to Riften. And let's check out this contract, because at some point, again, I think we're going to be sort of like into the radial AI Build-A-Bear missions, you know, where they just sort of have them go on forever. And I don't need to do that per se. Anyway, so all this to say, like, yeah, I want to... You know, Lord of the Rings Online, there's ways to go. I don't want to make like it sound like I'm right on the cusp of being done with it forever. At the time of recording, I'm at like 106, 107. You know, there's 160 as the level cap, so there's plenty still to do.
Hey, let's talk a second. You're making waves around here. I like that. If you ever want to talk about anything, you let me know.
But yeah, it's because what I find myself doing, and it's easy when you really like the game like I do here with Skyrim, is that like I'll find myself, or like I'll get into a good run at Lord of the Rings Online, and I'll be like, oh man, I'm really itching to play Lord of the Rings Online, but you know, let me do this, and let me make sure this is, you know, prepped and on schedule and blah blah blah. When I
looking for work.
Okay, can you repair and refit the Dawnstar Sanctuary?
The Dawnstar Sanctuary? Is that where you lot are holding up? Tell you what. It'll cost you. A lot. But I can help you out. What exactly are we talking about here?
Ooh. So we got 20 grand. Do I have 20 grand? Let's start with a secret entrance.
Yeah, we can do that. I'm thinking a sewer grate on the outskirts of Dawnstar leads to a tunnel, then inside. You'll be in all right. Quick as a coney. Tell me what you need, and I'll get my people on it.
So, I had 7 grand on me. I got 20 grand for... Do I get to spend the 20 grand?
Yeah, that'll come in handy. An alchemy station. Maybe a little garden with some choice plants. All right? Consider it done.
Okay, let's get some more.
Of course you do.
Can you upgrade the Thieves Guild? It doesn't seem like it.
Banners, huh? Trying to pretty the place up? All right, you got it. All right, what's your fancy? Now that's the Dark Brotherhood I know and love. This for business or pleasure? Oh, well, what's it matter? Right, I'll see that it gets done. Tell me what you need, and I'll get my people on it.
Sure.
Chamber fit for a king and all that. Right, no problem. Give you a big bed, decorate a room real nice. Maybe even throw in a few extra baubles. I'm afraid that's it, my friend. I've done all I can. I hope the place is at least livable now. And, Good luck with your murders. Got lots of jobs available. Interested?
Steal anything worth talking about?
You want to talk to me?
All right, let's head up. See, I want to see what this contract is, just because I'm curious. Does it feel like a real quest, or does it feel like something else? Oh, the Bard's College.
Welcome to the Bard's College. I'm the headmaster here. How may I help you?
I have heard of this. I did not know where it was.
Always a pleasure to meet a prospective bard. You should be aware that many apply, but we accept very few people. When possible, we ask applicants to perform tasks the college needs completed. In this case, I do have a task befitting an aspiring bard.
I do feel like I'm part of an organization that once said the only good bard is a dead bard, or something to that effect.
Elisif has forbidden the burning of King Olaf, a festival put on by the Bard's College. We need to change her mind. To convince her, I want to read King Olaf's verse, a part of the Poetic Edda, the living history of Skyrim. Unfortunately, the verse was lost long ago.
And that's where I come in.
Yes, according to Giraud, our history's keeper, the portion of the Edda dealing with King Olaf might still exist in Dead Man's Respite. I need you to retrieve the poem.
All right. Has the war affected your college much?
Not much, but as a bard, I find the whole affair depressing. There are no heroes in this war, no winners to be had, and no real conclusion. If you want something a bard can dig into, look to the dragons. 1,000 years from now, Skyrim will have changed rulers dozens of times, but the return of the dragons, that story is once in an era.
And I'm here to stop it. Okay, what do you know about the dragons?
Not much, to be honest. Their return was a shock to us all. Gerard Germain has some tomes about them in the library, if you're interested.
I guess that could be useful. What is the Poetic Edda?
I think Giraud here would give you the best explanation of both it and the history of King Olaf's verse. You should speak to him about it.
Okay, why did Elisif forbid the festival?
As you may be aware, Elisif's husband, High King Torig, was recently killed. Elisif mourns her husband deeply, and she feels that a festival that burns a king in effigy is distasteful. I tried to convince her the festival is many centuries old and celebrates solitude, but I need proof. I believe King Olaf's verse will provide that proof.
Okay, I think my contact's over here.
Finding the verse.
You're the assassin, right? Look, there's this reckless mage in the Frozen Hearth Inn in Winterhold. I want him dead. This gold should cover it.
Okay, so speak with the contact, kill the target. That feels like...
I don't know you.
That feels like the... So we'll take this one, but yeah. I think we're into the realm of generic quests. So let's do this. Let's go to the map. Fast travel to Winterhold. Is it weird that I've like fully kitted out the Assassin's Guild, but I haven't done my own house? I was gonna see how much gold. 9,000, okay. Did I quick? I just meant to quick save. I don't know if I did. Okay, there we go.
Welcome. Let me know if you want anything. Think I got a clean mug around here somewhere.
The Reckless Mage. Yeah, they don't even have names anymore, so I'm gonna go with... shoot my horse, which I just did. I need to figure out how to clear bounties at the Thieves Guild. Yeah, in fact, let me start to do this in real time. Let's do that just so it's paused. Let's see. Clear bounty Thieves Guild Skyrim. Who do we talk to? How do I get Thieves Guild to remove my bounty? You can only get your bounty removed in holds in which you have done the special jobs. Then when the guard stops you, you can say, I'm with the guild, can you handle my bounty? Okay, you have to be a member of the Thieves Guild in order for the option to appear. Once it's there, though, you can pay the guards to look the other way. Mine usually costs about 500 gold. Shows in crime under general stats in the menu. Okay, so we've got a Winterhold bounty that makes sense of $1,000, which makes sense.
The college is an asset to Skyrim, even if it goes unnoticed or unappreciated. I can teach you, but I won't be held responsible for what you do with the knowledge. All right, then.
Yeah, other people seem to have a little bit of a taboo with destruction magic, so I was kind of curious if she was going to be like, yeah, sure, I'll do it. Or I was going to be more like, who's asking? Kind of thing. Okay, so let's go talk to the Night Mother. Back in Dawnstar. Now, I mean, I am kind of curious to see what this place looks like fully kitted out. We now have the secret entrance. I don't know if that's going to make it any easier. It seems like it's closer to the fast travel point, which is good. Got some banners. We got torches going. We've got, that's a hell of a door.
Got to admit, I find the Night Mother's presence comforting.
Oh shit, we did not waste time. Whoa. Alright.
Yet another child has prayed to their mother. Speak with the blasphemous priest at the temple of Kinnerath in Whiterun. Accept his gold, then kill the target. Hail, Sithers.
Okay, so we might be done with the core of the Dark Brotherhood. And I won't lie, it was good stuff. It was really good stuff. Let's do damage health. It was really good. Yeah, that's been the fun thing about like all of this, like whether it's Lord of the Rings Online, the channels give me the opportunity to say like, yeah, now I can say I've made my way through Lord of the Rings Online. I've done the Dark Brotherhood quests. I'm making my way through Skyrim, etc., etc. Like, it's been a really fun, because these are games. RPGs are things I think about a lot. I mean, not like when I should be like watching my kids or driving a car, but you know, like for my recreational time, I spend a lot of it playing RPGs in some fashion. So it's fun to experience them. It's fun to think about them. And yeah, I genuinely appreciate this channel. And, you know, and Patrick and Matt for, you know, sort of indulging this horseshit on some level. Okay, so let's not do this. Let's deactivate that. This is the Bard's College, Pieces of the Past. This razor could be interesting. Book of Love. Oh, I remember that. Okay. Balance of Power. Arth and Axe were supposed to kill him. Okay, so the Fallen is the main... Let me just see what this is. The Fallen's the main quest. I was debating whether or not to kill Parthenax, because again, I was sort of saying like, yes, Parthenax is a dragon, but also Parthenax has been helping us, and if we're not willing to, you know, if we're fighting for a better world and we're not willing to give a living creature the benefit of the doubt, you know, that can be tricky. So I will say, like, my initial leaning was to not do it, but let's figure that out. So I've got two things. Let me just double check. I've got two things. Balance of Power is checked, but is something else checked? All right, let's see what's going on here. I know I just did it, but just to be safe. Assuming that's a bear. Okay.
Someone do something.
Hey!
Do I let the bear do it?
Let's see what you've got. You're dead! Dead!
Oh, now you pissed off the horse.
More of you in pieces. It's nothing. I cannot best you.
I forgot about that. Dark Seducer's armor, light armor, doesn't seem to give any benefits, but it does have a pretty good armor rating. Okay, heretical thoughts. Let's take that. Pretty good shit. It's cool looking, if nothing else. Okay, investigate the Seducer's bandit camp. Find more details on the bandit's new lead. Locate Svarig's Seducer's bandit. Okay, dark work. This, but does it ever pay well? Oh, dark work this, but does it ever pay well? Once every few days, a merchant comes galloping through, defenseless as a babe. We seducers always do our good deed and lighten their load before we let them pass. It's the least we can do. Moving north was the best thing we ever did. Leave Rasad to the milk drinkers of Whiterun, or as they call themselves, the Saints. They're probably still hounding him on the road to Markarth. Svarig is behind on his visit. I wonder if his path from the west was more treacherous than usual. We need a change in our fortunes. If we don't get paid soon, I fear the others might not stay much longer. Hopefully this new lead pans out. Let's take that. Okay, so we're going to go back to the other camp. But yeah, you know, like having, you know, like getting back to like a single game, it's kind of hard because when it's... Because what I'm describing is that, oh man, I want to play, is when I'm really enjoying games. And so I think I need to do two things. One, I'm looking forward to being able to like just really go ham on a game. Two, I need to make sure I'm like, you know, this isn't fun. Like, it's not getting me to say anything, or, you know, I'm not thinking. You know, it's not getting me to think about RPGs or.
Come on.
nothing! You think you can take me?
Oops. Nice, I'll take that. Nope, shit. Even in slow motion, I can't hit it. Okay. We continue to do the bidding of Thoron, our wealthy benefactor. Though our relationship has taken a turn for the worse, he still pays exceedingly well and continues to ask us to pillage trade caravans as they pass, searching for anything we can find that seems off, or even a hint of magic. Thoron is a powerful conjurer, but also completely insane. He's become increasingly unhappy with our spoils as of late. I suspect the vainglorious saints have done something to gain his favor. We've all become fearful of what might happen if we meet him next month and he disapproves of our spoils. If you ask me, all that time he spends holed up in those sewers has finally turned his brains upside down. He seemed to really like those tongs and rusty calipers we brought him a few months back. All we need is to find the right piece of junk that he thinks will help him bridge that gap he keeps going on about, and we'll have full coin purses once again. Now let's take that. Dark dagger. I think the ebony dagger is better, but that is cool looking. Pretty good arrows, okay. Dark bow, not bad, but doesn't hold up. I think I summoned... Did I or did I not? Yeah, I think it's attacking the wolf because I summoned... Oh no. All right. There we go. Okay, so we cleared out this camp. I'm not sure what comes next. Locate the Saints bandit camp, okay. They were down south closer to, was it Riften or was it Whiterun? Maybe it was Whiterun. Anyway, yeah, so, like, you know, focusing on one would just really let me, I don't know, and, you know, and I say the same thing, like, all right, it's been a while since I played, what am I doing, etc., etc.
Is someone there?
Was I supposed to tackle these guys first? Because they seemed a little bit easier. Who's still taking shots? Nope. I'm watching it again. Oh, did I hit? Ooh, shit, he just put one right in his face. No, you don't get to do that, sir. Okay. Golden arrows, as opposed to the dark arrows, are, again, pretty good. Alright, notes on the blacksmith. Our blacksmith, Jofton, has gone mad. Most of the time he spouts nonsense. This all started 3 days ago. Now he won't even pick up his hammer. We've tried to talk sense into this loud, but it's like he doesn't even see us. He wrote down the means to forge our golden arms and armor, and that of the seducers, but he never told a soul where he left the blasted notes. If we weren't holding out hope that he might snap out of it, we would have already parted his head from the rest of him. Lately he's been going on about playing under the bridge, like he were still a child. That's where I always hid my toys, he said. I know his kin used to live around Half Moon Mill. We should round up some folk and have a look. Now, this is what I call easy coin. I'm proud to be one of the saints. Every few days Rasad comes down the road and his wares are ours for the taking. We don't take everything, mind you. If you don't got nothing to sell, you can't stay in business. And then where would we be? This is the guy that I bought the wrong bow from, so I hope I can run into him again. We just skim a bit off the top each time. Kinthal should be happy with our latest take. He'll be leaving his camp up near Karthwaston to pay us a visit soon. Those damn seducers were eating into our profits until we drove them off up north. Other merchants passed through those parts, so maybe they'll stay gone. Okay, this is sort of like the Hatfields and McCoys explaining, I guess, the backstory. I feel terrible that I'm not better about reading all the lore books. I think I've seen some streamers that do. They just, they read it all. Feels like that would be like a 25,000 hour playthrough, but yeah, why can't I? Thought I had a key for this, but a bug? Did the bandits lock you up? Do you want to come with me? All right, let's go. Yeah, let's send him back home. Wait for me at home. We found a buyer for the strange creature we've hauled all the way from, well, best not to say. Not a day too soon, as its chittering keeps waking me up at all hours of the night. Just a few more days. If the coin is worth it, we'll go back. More of these things. Okay. So let's see. Balance of power. Locate Kinthel's Saints Bandits camp. Okay, it's a classic puzzle. We've got stones with like 3 shapes on them. If we get the right pattern, I'm guessing we'll unlock this grate. Now, usually there's... Oops, sorry, just banged my mic. Usually there's something we can sort of get an idea of what to... That's one of the things about Crimson Desert. A lot of their puzzles are really interesting. But what it has you do is you go into like a little puzzle room, a little dungeon. And okay, we got a dolphin. And then it'll show you a map of where to go in the world. And then in the world there will be like something etched in the stone, whatever it is, it'll be something telling you what to do. And then you come back and sort of match whatever you're matching. Which I genuinely really like, except that this is the eagle. Okay, it's collapsed. It takes a lot of time and I will forget. So I always feel bad because like I like the idea of those puzzles, and then I make this a snake. Not sure which direction this is supposed to go. Let's make it point toward the rock. Yeah, snake. Oops. I'm going to take another break. Okay, we're back from the break. Sorry about that. Oh shit. Giants, a dragon. Like, I don't want to... So I can't get the dolphin to point at it, so I'm going to make the dolphin point inward. This is the snake. So anyway, the point I was making with that Crimson Desert stuff was that again, it goes to that like mechanics versus narrative. So like this is going to get you to sort of get the, there we go. Nice. All right. So one-act play that boosts my destruction magic. You know, the point of this isn't to really experience every drip of the mechanic, right? Like the point of this is to give you the effect that you just sort of solved a little puzzle. It wasn't hard. They put the answer right there. Because it's not the mechanics of actually solving it that are the more important thing. It's the sort of the vibe you're getting from being out in the world and having this encounter, if that makes sense. And that's sort of an interesting thing, like mechanics, you know, like sometimes I've been kicking around the idea of like a homebrew setting for like a darkish, low magic fantasy RPG, blah, blah, blah. And then on the Discord, you know, we're having a little bit of a discussion and like, someone on the Discord, you know, I won't get into names. I don't know how much they went out there. You know, they were mentioning they were playing some Dragonbane and it was deadly. And I was like, oh God, like if I haven't mentioned it yet, I love Dragonbane. I think that's a great game. And then also that they were in a Forbidden Lands campaign. And I was like, ooh, Forbidden Lands. Like, you know, my dark fantasy thing is a little bit of like exploring a map. And I always hesitate because I love Forbidden Lands, but I always hesitated because I know it didn't click with maybe everybody in Black Lodge Trivia Night trio. So I hesitated. But I wondered, like, I wonder if you know, the mechanics give you the ability to sort of wander the earth and explore, but that doesn't mean it can't be focused, if that makes any sense. You know, you can, you know, there can still be like an overall plot. It's just you have to get there, right? And that's what the mechanics can help you navigate. Curious what's going on here. Kind of like... Are they called like Atriox or something like that? But there's something going on over there. What I couldn't tell is what was it that they killed. I was nervous it was like a werewolf. A troll. Okay, that's... I don't want to get involved with... catching vampirism, or lycanthropy. I think I've got those right. Basically, becoming a vampire or a werewolf, there's a lot of potential powerful upsides, but I don't want to like deal with the cure. I don't want to like, oh, now I can't go in the sunlight. And I can't. Just want to be a plain old stealth archer. Anyway, but you know, when they mentioned like, you know, they were in like Dragonbane and Forbidden Lands, first of all, those are two fantastic fantasy RPGs if you're not familiar with them, both from Free League. And they're both fantastic. So what it made me do last night, you know, like the one thing I have always been curious about, and it sort of came up in the discussion, was like, how does Dragonbane do with a longer campaign? And one of the folks on the Discord was like, yeah, they were in a longer one. I don't know if they were running it or if they were playing it. I thought they were running it, and they said it was working well. And so I was really happy to hear that. So then I pulled off the shelf Paths of Glory, which is like a published campaign. And then I also pulled out from the boxed set their Book of Adventures, which are individual adventures, but they sort of are meant to be kind of played as a campaign. What I didn't realize was that Path of Glory was meant for like higher level adventurers, and it might be best if you've actually played the campaign in the box set. So what was interesting, and the adventures in the box set didn't assuage my fear of like, how does this game do on a longer thing? Because the adventures, what I think I read was that the ones that come in the box set are meant to be played like in any order except for maybe the last one. So it doesn't strike me as like a really strong through line kind of story campaign. It's more like, here's a series of little adventures you can go on, and then it culminates into something, which is fine if that's, it's playing to its strength. But I don't know. I don't know. But then it also made me, so it made me also start thinking about like the thing I'm curious about with Forbidden Lands, and this is also true of Dragonbane, is that I feel like I don't know how flexible they are. For homebrews, so to speak, because the way attacks work, like creatures don't just have a stat block, they have specific attacks that are unique to them. So and that's why I'm glad Dragonbane came out with its bestiary, because I don't know if I'd feel comfortable like making up those 6 attacks for a creature on my own. Like, not that balance is always the most important thing, but it's not nothing, and so I'd be a little nervous about that. And so what I tend to do when I homebrew is I look for like analogous creatures. So if like I'm looking for a skeleton, does the rule set I'm looking to port to, if I'm in a homebrew setting, have a skeleton? The answer is obviously in most cases going to be yes. But what if I needed to have this or that? Like when I was doing Days Volt, the types of things you're going to encounter are a little more specific because the setting itself has more specificity. So oh shit. That could have been worse. I was not expecting... Nope, shit. A in Crimson Desert is go faster. A in Skyrim is get off the horse. So, you wonder why sometimes I'm just getting off horses randomly. That is why. Anyway, it did get me... I wonder, like, if I was looking to... Like, because what I would try and do is I would... Oops, that's going to be a bad fall.
Over here.
I would have adventures in mind. It wouldn't just be like, you want to go north and see what happens? Like, I would specifically have things stories I want to tell. It's just... Part of it is, like, you have this world that's a bit mysterious, and you have to get used to that while you're also, working through these stories. And in theory, if I were doing my job remotely correctly, the stories would help, illuminate, like, what actually happened here and vice versa. Like, what happened here might help you solve the smaller stories. En route, baby. Ooh, shit. Currents are trying to take me away. Okay, so we're trying to get under the bridge, I assume. So yeah, and like the mechanics of Forbidden Lands, like, as an RPG are really good. So it's not like you need to worry so much, you know, like, is it only good at the walking around the map stuff? And I would say the answer is no. I think I'm going over a waterfall. See if I can get back up here. Crazy as it might sound, I might have to fast travel back to that camp. Oh, I thought it was this bridge, but no. But yeah, let's fast travel to this town. And then, hey, there you go. Now, usually when guards are running around like that, that can mean there's a dragon about, but that is not our problem right now.
What was that?
Oh shit, they're...
You down! You're dead! You're dead!
not hitting.
Victory is yours. That it? At your best?
I could take you.
Now, because Crimson Desert is mechanics based, there's all these things you can do for your horse. Like, I can't tell how much health Shadowmare has. But there's all these things you can get, like armor, shoes, you can get like medicine for the horse that you can give it in real time if it's starting to take too many hits. There's a lot of cool stuff. A lot of these, like, altars. Okay. Even though we no longer raid with the backstabbing seducers, we still work for that wizard Thoron. He's been paying us handsomely to turn over Rasad's caravan, looking for any trinkets that seem strange. A week ago, we found a sword unlike anything we've ever seen. Thoron's face lit up when he saw it. This could be it, he said. Something about a bridge. He's probably lost it. No sword is worth how much he paid us for it. Won't hear us complaining, though. We see Thoron once a month so he can have a look at our spoils. Everything he doesn't want, we split and sell, nice and clean. When we're done, he skulks off back to that lair of his in solitude. What he does there is anyone's guess. Okay. Take that. Okay, so we're going to Solitude? Anyway, it's one of those things like you start to wonder, like, could Forbidden Lands work as like a normal RPG system and then you just use the overland stuff when you need it? Or is it better just like, why not just play Dragon's Bane, which might have better ground level mechanics and throws in a little exploration if you need it? Like, I don't know. I don't know what the right move is. The trick is that I just love both of them a lot. And it'd be nice to have an excuse to dive back in. You know, because that's the thing, like I really, really liked what I played of Forbidden Lands, but it makes you curious, like, so what would it be like if I made this my own? Like, what would I do? How would I approach it? Would that be interesting to run or to play? And I have no idea. The answer you hope is yes, but you never know. I want to be a little careful because I think this is like a giant camp, which, you know, they sort of herd mammoths, and I think both of those things will obliterate me. There's a dragon to my right, so I want to be careful of that. Or there was. Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh, is this? Oh, let's, yeah, this is the group.
Welcome. If I cannot serve you, I am sure that one of my other traders can do so.
Alright, I've taken care of the saints and seducers.
Excellent. And now, please, accept this token of appreciation.
Okay, $300, why not? What do you got for sale? Let's get the bow I actually wanted. Hopefully, if it still exists. Weapons. Nope. Oh well. What are you gonna do? Okay, we've almost spent everything that, by pelts and, I think we're good with most of this kind of stuff. I just wish... Ooh, $5,000 for sneaking boots. I don't really need that, but that's pretty cool. Bedroll thing, that must just be cosmetic, right? Like it just... I do wish that bow was a thing. Oh well. Maybe somebody else has got it.
Lead you to warm sands. The wind blows bitter cold in this place.
A welcome to you, fellow travelers. Yes? I hope that you will come to do business with us again.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, this isn't done. Okay, after studying the journals of both the Saints and Seducers bandit leaders, I've learned that Thoron is conducting... Yeah, let's do that. That's in Solitude, right? Oh, can't fast travel because there's a dragon. Now, there's a dragon, but it's also... There's other things, so obviously that might be flying above a bandit camp. Oh, it's a Saints bandit, okay. So I wonder if there's just two new factions that pop up now. Revenge for Kinthal, yeah. Laura Palmer, the Breton wretch that slew Kinthal, will pay dearly for what she's done. By my hand, the scales will be balanced. When I return victorious, there will be no doubt that I should lead the Saints from here on. So yeah, I wonder if this is like a sort of like an emergent thing that's happened because I completed the other quests. You know what, I didn't finish. I was hoping to pick up some golden arrows. Okay, so let's see now if we can get up to Solitude. Nope. That looks odd. Oh shit, there we go. So Dark Arrow there, so clearly, yeah, I wasn't wrong. Like, there was some kind of bandit camp. It was probably the Saints and Sinners or whatever. Yeah, I should probably quick save, just be safe. I will say, you know, like I was mentioning earlier, God, I need to give Starfield, not that I'm like now that I'm in the right mindset, Starfield's going to be, my expectations are through the roof. But I do feel like I want to give it like another fair shake, but I feel like... Could you imagine the pressure? like you want to say like, oh, that you can't approach things that way, but at some point, like, you must, right? Like, you make Skyrim. I would personally have a lot of hesitation. Like, you know, I would love to be able to write a book someday.
It's difficult and sometimes tedious, but a well-made arrow strikes forth like the fury of a god.
And not that this would ever happen, but on the small, infinitely remote chance, like, oh, that was actually a really good book, I could see getting intimidated for a little while at least. And then eventually you just gotta be like, you know what, like, I can't let that stop me from doing something I love, you know, just I do my best, it's something I want to, and you give it a shot, but yeah, but, you know, when I write a book, there's not like $400 million on the line. You know, that's one of the things I love about writing is that, like, nobody can stop me and it doesn't take anything to do it. Besides my time and a laptop or word processor. Oh. Nope. Watch me limp it in real time. There we go. You know, now that I have one of these as pets, I'm not happy about the fact that I just murdered two of them, but, guess what are you gonna do? Oh, shoot. And I think, you know, that also kind of goes to RPGs, right? Like, you know, nobody can stop you from doing it, so you just make up a story, a world. It's the kind of things I wouldn't normally want to write. Like, I'm not a huge fantasy guy, but, like, you know, or Star Wars, you know, you can't just write Star Wars or whatever, but, you know, you can play a game in it. And then you have other people, you know... Ooh, shit. You have other people, you know, making the story with you. So you, you know, you half get to find out what happens as much as they do. Oh, shoot. I mean, it makes sense that a fire arrow would be pretty effective against those corrupted things, but Yeah, something's going on there. It's like a lower level or something. I think I need to not use my fire arrows up. I think I blew through. Yeah, let's use these. I've got 10 more. I say it's kind of nuts the whole city is built on this, but feels like how you get sinkholes. I mean, I guess the good thing is that you can get some of your fire arrows back when you shoot them, but... Alright, let's, Got 60 dark arrows, 20 elven, ebony, dwarven. How many golden do I have? I've got a... Let's make this the new standard for now.
Did you hear something? What was that?
Okay, so they look like they were illusions. They went down in one shot, and when I got him... Okay. Investigate the area north of Mistwatch. This sample of Madness ore was discovered deep in a Nordic ruin. It shouldn't have... No, could not have been there before. My time spent with the sword has had an impact far greater than I could have ever imagined. My reach has grown far beyond these twisting tunnels. This is wonderful news. Perhaps even more such fragments have appeared in the unlikeliest of places. That said, working this material into a usable form has proven difficult. Raw amber equally so. This is a job better suited for a master blacksmith with deep knowledge of the arcane. Someone like Avithra, a peerless smithy and my confidant in learning the hidden sides of spellcraft. Avithra would no doubt be able to work out the secrets of Amber and Madness Ore, if she hasn't gone completely mad by now, that is. I shall have the seducers deliver her a sample of each. With any luck, she still hones her craft north of Mistwatch, even after all these years. Okay. Okay, first entry, the sword's bloodlust can be used. Its desire to cleave a bridge. Cut open the path, but never let the wound fester. A broken bone grows stronger when healed. Second, another vision, a long march through the gray, crackle of boots pressed on misshapen throats, and the fog a whistle marking time. The sword is planted in the earth, chaos screams, bleeds, through its heart, roots are nourished. From the wound, a tree blooms, path opens. Next entry, scar tissue hardens, roots thicken, the wound bleeds, but the path is blocked. A fish swimming upstream. Perhaps the path is not for me. The path is for it. The river must flow from source to mouth to fill the mind's cup. Okay. Let's grab that. Modifies the wearer's worn equipment, but how? Let's see what his journal has to say. Oh, I didn't realize I had 3 okay. I stumbled upon a dream, not one conjured from sleep or stupor, but sight and sense. I now hold in my possession a lump of amber shaped like the mad god himself. When I placed my hand upon it for the very first time, I stepped into the world of mania. My mind was truly clear and my eyes forever open. But as all dreams come to pass, so did my time in bliss. With a single step, I find myself back in the wilderness, far away from my lovely mania. Gone were the golden hills, luminous stalks, and whimsical fragrances. In its place, the stink of flora and fools unbothered by the gloom. I've set about making a connection with the artifact once more, and to the wondrous land it has revealed to me. Curses, after 2 days of constant focus, I finally connected with Mania once more. Or, it may be more accurate to say that Mania connected with me, in the secluded camp near Solitude. Powerful Daedra took shape before my eyes, a golden saint with armor gleaming and eyes burning with surprise and fury. To my dismay, my ordinary methods of bending Daedra to my will were of no use. As it began to raise its weapon against me, I fled. Whatever power was left in the amber, it lies dormant now. I must find other artifacts like it, and through their magic forge a connection to the world I lost. I've taken up residence deep in Solitude's sewers, away from prying eyes. I'm sure to be undisturbed here while I continue my work. It pains me to work with these bandit imbeciles with their heads made of cheese. Was their brains made of yogurt? I suppose the distinction is irrelevant. They are clumps of aged dairy, left out in the sun, each one far too stupid to know the worth of their plunder. And for that reason, they themselves are given worth. Much as our Lord would do, I have split them into 2 groups to cover the caravan trade routes therein. The armors I've collected from these tunnels will serve some use here. Perhaps I will make it a competition. The group that retrieves the most artifacts will be rewarded with a bar of soap. The more artifacts I gather, the more in tune with our Lord I become. I can feel his wisdom coursing through me, informing my every move. Yet there is something lacking, as nothing I have retrieved thus far has allowed me to return to my blessed mania. I have even turned to using tokens from dementia out of desperation. With every failed attempt, my patience continues to thin. I may need to strangle a bandit or 2, or 20, to calm my frazzled nerves. Our Lord Sheogorath must be pleased. Very, very pleased. This new artifact is a truly remarkable find. Yes, truly, truly remarkable. To think that it was nearly dismissed as an ordinary claymore when it was in fact the sword of Gigalag, the weapon wielded by the Prince of Order. It's the craftsmanship that betrays the truth, perfect symmetry on both sides, its angles matching 10 numerals beyond the decimal. Perhaps 20 or even 40 numerals. I will make an effort to count them tonight. Yet its true power is held in its enchantment, for when I look upon its crystal edge, I can see more than my reflection. I begin to see the time the way a cloud sees a river, but it has a beginning and an end, and they exist in concert. The past, present, and future flow as one. I spoke to a cloud the next day, and it confirmed this to be true. Through the sword's visions, I know what it is to come. The sewers beneath the city is where the path will open. The sword will serve as a bridge. The sword of Gigalag reveals much beyond that intent. Beyond my intent. Hold on, I'm going to sneeze. All right. It has a logic that seems familiar, but at the same time repels me. It desires mania as I do, but its goal is that of destruction. Worse yet, our Lord's voice feels distant, muted even. I find my thoughts being short and my words more so. I need to keep my writing separated. I'm beginning to suspect my journals are speaking to each other. No, not suspect. I have proof. But I can't write it here lest my future self speak more lies. Each thought, past and present, must remain pure. Okay, then the third one. Okay, so I read the third one first, and that's when he's truly out of sorts. Whoa. All right, I think we cleared it.
Someone there? Never should have come here.
Ah, found you.
I don't know who's who.
No.
Unmount your hand on my wall!
Die, damn you!
Not quite good.
Or finish this.
Just get an idea of what some of these things are. So this is, I don't think this is the main quest, but I feel like it's part of it. But I don't know what happened to the quest line I was following with the crazy guy in the sword. So let's, yeah, let's, I don't know if I'll have to take another break or not, but let's tackle a story quest. We spent so much time on the Dark Brotherhood. That's where I'm kind of curious to go. Let's put a marker there. I don't know if it lets me do that. You know what? Let's just let's get to it. Let's go there. Let's show on map. Let's go back to Whiterun. Just had to almost sneeze. If you remember the main story, what we have to do is we have to set a trap to capture a dragon in the Jarl's Hall in Whiterun, in Dragonreach, because it was actually designed to be like a prison for dragons. So, of course, the current residents of Dragon's Reach were not thrilled with that idea, but
we've got small weapons as well as big. Maces, daggers, that sort of thing. Good doing business with you.
It's interesting, it didn't give me an option to buy and sell, which I thought was interesting.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Request to meet. Okay. Nope. I don't know. So my fear is that it's not called request to meet. Like, it's not going to be literally called that, so I don't know, given that it's in alphabetical order, I don't know how to tell which one it is. And maybe I missed something, but like, I do think that if you're a request to meet. Okay, so if you're out there, let's see. Thank you for your efforts to protect my realm. I believe you possess something that I am in search of, and I require it before I return home. It is the artifact from the Shivering Isles that served as the focus of Thoron's depraved rituals. Meet me beneath the arch in solitude upon the shore so that we might make an exchange. So yeah, I think Shivering Isles was the expansion in Oblivion, which was supposed to be quite good. Let's just see if we can bang that out real quick. It's supposed to be quite good. I never played it because I beat Oblivion, and then I think there were other expansions before that. But anyway, they all came out a bit after I beat them. So I never went back. I have a tendency to do that. If it's one of the reasons why sometimes, like, I don't usually wait as long as I did here, but usually what happens is if I give a game a little while, because then if the DLC is there, I am more likely to play it as part of my run. If I beat the game and then DLC comes out well after the fact, I probably won't go back. I'm not sure. Not sure where this thing is. Because my belief is that it's, I thought it was going to be one of these. Of course, this is the danger of just letting quests rack up, right? Like, eventually you have no idea what's going on. Let's not get too distracted.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only.
All right.
Let's see here. Looks like that's it. Got to go. Nope. Sorry. Nothing.
Oh, okay.
We're ready, Dragonborn. Just say the word.
Okay, you ready to spring the trap?
As I promised, my men stand ready. The great chains are oiled. We wait on your word.
I'm ready. Let's go trap a dragon.
My men know what to do. Make sure you do your part. I'm putting my city in your hands.
Okay.
We're ready when you are. Go ahead and call this dragon of yours.
Okay. I've learned the shout, which is the name of one of Alduin's allies. Okay, so I gotta pick the shout.
You have a plan for...
This guy doesn't seem too confident in my, Let's do it.
Here. Yeah.
Order!
We're ready when you are.
Did I not just do it?
Ord! Ah!
You do have a plan for luring a dragon here.
Ord! Aving!
Go ahead and call this dragon.
Is this the right? How do I do this? Okay, I did call. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch back to Dragon Rend.
Get him!
Won't leave here alive.
Nice.
Ubonar, you went to a great deal of trouble to put me in this humiliating position. Sir Alduin, No doubt you want to know where to find Alduin.
That's right, where's he hiding?
Renikvaza, an apt phrase. Alduin Boval. One reason I came to your call was to test your Thuum for myself. Many of us have begun to question Alduin's lordship, whether his Thuum was truly the strongest. Among ourselves, of course, Muni Mae, none were yet ready to openly defy him.
You were telling me where to find Alduin.
Once Lord Croesus, innumerable pardons, I digress. He has traveled to Sovngarde to regain his strength, devouring the Silesure, the souls of the mortal dead, a privilege he jealously guards. His door to Sovngarde is at Skuldafn, one of his ancient fanes high in the eastern mountains. Mindoran pa ok midove lavarantil, I surely do not need to warn you that all his remaining strength is marshaled there. Zuulost ofan hinlan. Now that I have answered your question, you will allow me to go free?
Do you promise to serve me?
Serve you? No. Need id. If and when you defeat Alduin, I will reconsider. Croesus. There is one detail about Skuldafn I neglected to mention.
Tell me what you know then.
Only this. You have the Thuum of a Dova, but without the wings of one, you will never set foot in Skuldafn. Of course, I could fly you there, but not while imprisoned like this.
Okay. Do you expect me to take your word for that?
Aran, you wound me, Dovahkiin. I may not tell the whole truth, but I am no liar. Go and see for yourself. Zu ni bo norhet. I will be here, unless Alduin returns before you do.
Yeah, all right. Fair. Let me see. The quest is... What is the quest? To actually set him free.
You have reconsidered my offer, Onikan Kron?
Yep.
You will release me, Rolan, if in return I promise to take you to Skuldafn and stop helping Alduin?
Yes, I'll set you free if you promise to take me to Skuldafn.
Onikan Korav Gain Mirad. It is wise to recognize when you only have one choice. And you can trust me. Zuni Tarudis. Alduin has proven himself unworthy to rule. I go my own way now. Free me, and I will carry you to Skuldafn.
We can never rest easy, for Balgraf's enemies will not.
Let's give it a shot.
Something to tell the grandkids, eh?
Yeah, open the trap.
You sure about that? You want to let that dragon loose after all the trouble to catch him in there?
Yes, I'm sure.
Your funeral. Someone else is gonna have to help you get him back in there again. Get ready to open the trap. Seems like a really bad idea to me.
Carry on, soldier. This is all part of the Dragonborn's plan.
By all the gods.
Was nu? Dini dein Ruthi Astval. Are you ready to see the world as only a Dova can? Are you ready to see the world as only a Dova can? Saran Uth, I await your command as promised. Are you ready to see the world as only a Dova can?
I am ready. Take me to Skuldafn.
Zuk Brit Oth. I warn you, once you've flown the skies of Kaizal, your envy of the Dove will only increase. Amativ Mubokotin Stinselok.
You're the bravest person I've ever met. The biggest fool.
Make
the Red Guard passed
This is as far as I can take you. Griffboth Akrin. I will look for your return. Or Alduin's.
All right. Now I know that wasn't much of continuing the main quest, but let's stop there. Let's see where we are in the world first of all. Oh, interesting. Okay. But yeah, let's call this session. You know, the main thing is, you know, the last couple of sessions we've been focusing on the Dark Brotherhood questline. We basically got that done. I mean, not basically. I think we're done with the Dark Brotherhood questline. I think we've done the Thieves Guild. Started the Bard's College, which never really occurred to me as a thing, but could be fun. We've done a little bit up with the Mage's College. There's plenty of Thieves Guild stuff to do. The main quest I think is done, but I think I have stuff that wasn't part of the Infinite questline stuff, so maybe we'll take a look at that at some point. But this is where we'll pick it back up. You know, this is, you know, we spent a lot of time doing some other stuff. We got a little bit further in the main quest, but when we come back, this is where we'll start. We'll start with the main quest, tackling this section here. I have no idea, like, if we're far into the main quest, if we're not far into the main quest. I don't know, you know, I haven't looked up how long it takes or how many missions it is, so it could just be like a surprise, oh shit, you're done. And I'll have no idea. I feel like this is the kind of thing leading to some part of the climax, you know, where, you know, we've tracked down Alduin, who seems to be a pretty big adversary, so I'm sure even if we're not at the end, like, this must be a major milestone. So anyway, thanks again for checking this out. If you're watching this, you found our YouTube channel. Like, subscribe, notification bell kind of stuff if that's your thing. Obviously, Black Lodge Trivia Night's mostly a tabletop RPG actual play podcast. Check out all the systems that we have here, all the sessions. We have RPG discussions. We've talked a little bit about Souls games. I'd like to get back to that, I have to confess. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. If you prefer audio versions of that kind of thing, just search for Black Lodge Trivia Night wherever you get your podcasts, and we should show up. We have a Discord if you want to jump in, talk about stuff. Hopefully, our goal is always to try and get a couple of games going. I'm not sure. Mixed success given our schedules. But yeah, that's what's going on here. So yeah, we'll definitely be back with more Skyrim. We'll definitely be back with more Lord of the Rings Online with the book quests or the post book quests, depending on when this goes up. And yeah. And on the tabletop RPG front, at the time of this recording, we're doing Pathfinder. And I hope that lasts for a while. Season of Ghosts. Matt's running us through that. But it's one of those things where I would say, like, summer gets tricky because people go on vacations, but then also the holidays get tricky because people have holiday shit. And then the spring gets tricky because people are busy with work. The thing is, it's always tricky. And I think all of us here at Black Lodge Trivia Night wish we could get more in. So anyway, we'll see how it goes. Thanks again. Take care. Hope you're doing well. Bye-bye.